Good morning, we're on the record. Good morning. As chairperson of the Alcoholic Beverage and Cannabis Board for the District of Columbia, and in accordance with DC Code Section 2-5718C of the Open Meetings Act OMA, I'm welcoming you to the regular scheduled meeting of the Alcoholic Beverage and Cannabis Board. This meeting is being conducted pursuant to guidance made available by the District of Columbia's Office of Open Government regarding electronic meetings held by public bodies. Electronic meetings by the ABC Board are authorized pursuant to Section 2-577A of the DC Code. Pursuant to the OMA requirements, notice of today's meeting was provided 48 hours in advance of the meeting on ABCA's website and on the District Central Meeting calendar. The notice includes the time, date, agenda, and call-in or login information for public participation. This electronic meeting has been hosted by a WebEx account provided by the District of Columbia government. Please address any questions or complaints to the OOG at opengovoffice@dc.gov. My name is Donovan Anderson. I'm chairperson of the board. I would like to introduce the members of the ABC board who are also participating electronically. Please respond when I announce your names. Mr. Silas Grant.
Good morning, Mr. Silas Grant, present.
Ms. Terry Janine Quinn.
Ms. Terry Janine Quinn, present.
Mr. David Meadows.
Good morning, Mr. David Meadows, present.
Mr. Ryan Jones.
Mr. Ryan Jones, present.
Mr. James Turner.
Mr. Turner, present.
The board has 6 members in attendance for conduct of business today, and that constitutes a quorum. Before we get underway with today's hearing calendar, I need to make a few instructions very clear so that the conduct of these hearings is understood by everyone. There are 10 cases scheduled for our calendar today. Once your case is called, I will take a moment for IT specialists to elevate the rights for each party to enable their camera and microphone. Then and only then will you have the ability to enable your equipment. If your case is not being heard, you will remain mute and your cameras will be disabled. At the conclusion of each case, the parties will have the option to leave. If the party chooses to stay, all cameras and microphones for the concluded case will be disabled. Should you have any questions or require technical assistance during the hearing, please submit them using the question and answer feature. All right, our first case this morning, it's case number 26 CMP 00015, Wet Dog Tavern, license number 96176. Good morning, Mr. Oriana. Can you please elevate the rights of the parties in this case?
Good morning. Betsy McMullen, access elevated, and Cameron Mixon, access to elevated. That is all, Chair.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Ms. McMullen. Can you please spell and state your name for the record?
Good morning, AAG, Betsy McMullen, BETSY, MCMULLEN, here on behalf of the district.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, Mr. Mixon. Can you please identify yourself for the record, sir?
Cameron Mixon, counsel for the respondent, CAMERON, MIXON.
Good morning. Ms. McMullen, are there any preliminary matters in this case?
No, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Mixon?
Just to let the board know that I've just received a signed offer and compromise from the respondent, which I'll provide to the district and to the board shortly.
All right, thank you for that representation. If this matter is not settled, it is then scheduled for a show cause hearing on where am I this morning? On August 5th at 10:30 a.m. But as represented, Mr. Mixon, if it's settled, then the board will review it and move on our agenda, our legal agenda to approve it. Thank you for the representation. Thank you for being here this morning. Have a great day.
Thank you.
The next case in our calendar is case number 25 CIT 00596, Butterworth, license number 128433. This hearing has been canceled. The government will be dismissing the case due to the payment of the fine. The next case in our calendar is case number 25 CIT 00646. Hilo Poke and Sushi, license number 116335. Mr. Oriana, can you please elevate the rights of the licensee in this case?
We have a call-in user. I'm going to see if this is the licensee. Call-in user on your phone, press *6 to unmute.
And we don't know whether or not this person is here for this case, right?
Correct. I'll just put them back in the attendee waiting area.
All right, Miss McMullen, were you expecting the licensee to appear today?
No, Mr. Chair.
All right. All right. This matter is scheduled for a show cause hearing on July 29th at 10:30 a.m. Just reminding the parties that 7 days before the hearing, the parties are required to disclose documents and witnesses. Failure by either side to disclose documents and witnesses 7 days before the hearing, the board is empowered to prevent that side from relying on documents and witnesses that have not been disclosed timely. Okay. The next case in our calendar is case number 26 CMP 00011, The Lobby, license number 128670. Mr. Oriana, can you please elevate the licensee in this case?
Sure thing. I don't see them in the attendee waiting area, but I'll check in the chat.
Okay. Well, this matter was scheduled for a hearing at 10:30. It's now 10:50. So anyway, Miss McNulty, can you please identify yourself for the record, please?
AAG Betsy McMullen here on behalf of the district.
Good morning, ma'am. The licensee is not here. However, there is no requirement for the licensee to appear at a show cause hearing status. This matter, then, if it's not settled, it is scheduled for a show cause hearing on July 29th at 10:30 a.m. The parties are reminded that 7 days before the hearing, they are required to disclose documents and witnesses that they will rely upon at the hearing. Failure by either side to disclose documents and witnesses timely, the board is empowered to prevent that side from relying on those documents. All right. The next case, thank you, ma'am, for your appearance on this case. All right, the next case on our calendar is case number 26 CMP 00023 Miramar, license number 115376. Mr. Oriana, can you please elevate the rights of the licensee in that case?
No licensee, Chairman.
Okay. Ms. McMullen, can you please identify yourself for the record?
AAG Betsy McMullen here on behalf of the district.
Good morning. The licensee for this case is not here, but there is no requirement for the licensee to appear at a show cause hearing status. This matter, if it's not settled, is scheduled for a show cause hearing on July 29th at 10:30 a.m. Again, I would like to remind the parties that 7 days before the hearing, you are required to disclose the documents and witnesses that you will rely upon at the hearing. Failure by either side to disclose documents and witnesses timely, the board is empowered to prevent that side from relying on documents and or witnesses that have not been disclosed. Ms. McMullen, thank you for being here this morning. You have a great day, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You too.
All right, thank you. All right, the next matter on our calendar, it's a fact-finding hearing regarding the good joint, license number 129403. Mr. Oriana, can you please elevate the rights of the parties in this case?
Sure thing. Lokesh Bhatia, access elevated. That is all, Chairman.
Okay. Lokesh Bhatia. All right, good. You're on camera.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
Good morning, sir. Can you please spell and state your name for the record?
Lokesh Bhatia, Lokesh, last name Bhatia.
And what is your relationship to the establishment of the Good Joint?
I am owner/partner of the Good Joint.
All right. I'm going to have you explain that in a minute, but just want to explain to you that this is a fact-finding hearing. The board is in the process. It's my understanding that you have applied for medical cannabis retail license with delivery endorsement. The location is 472 Sheriff Road Northeast, that you're ready to open and you've passed final inspection, and that you are waiting for approval for the issuance of the license. So I guess we'll start off, sir. You're saying that, tell me, just provide some background. Oh, by the way, it's a fact-finding hearing. So the board cannot necessarily order you to take any specific action at a fact-finding hearing. This is informal, you're not under oath, and we're just getting I'm getting enough feedback on your answer. I don't know why. Do you have any other lines open?
No, I don't.
All right. But as I stated before, the board, it's just an informal, we're just trying to get to know you because you've applied for a license. There is no got you moment, so you can be honest with us because nothing that you state today can be held against you because you're not under oath. Okay, just want to let you know that. And this is just an introduction, you introducing yourself to the board for the board to decide whether or not we should authorize the agency to issue your license. So explain to me then, sir, your ownership structure and your relationship. Yes, please.
Ownership structure is a partnership structure. I am 1/3 partner, and the other two partners are Pankaj Kumar, Pankaj, last name Kumar, Kumar, and the other partner is Kamaljeet Rana, Kamaljeet, last name Rana, Rana. We are 1/3 partners each.
So so who makes legal and management decisions for the business?
Based on our operating agreement, it is a majority vote, so it would take 2 out of 3.
All right. And so tell us a little bit about your business model.
Our business model is to establish a retail medical cannabis dispensary following all DC guidelines, selling approved products by the district. That's flowers, other products that have cannabis induced products such as like liquid juices. What else? Pre-rolls, those kind of things.
Okay. Do you currently have any employees?
We have hired a manager. We're obviously not in business yet, but we have hired a manager that has past experience working at a dispensary.
And so if the license was to be issued, how many employees do you believe that you would hire?
We would have her, it's a very small space, but we would have her, and then the ownership would be working there as well. We, you know, structured schedule, and then we have looked into and most likely are hiring not most likely, we are hiring a security officer as well, from a DC approved vendor or DC approved company.
So I know you said that the manager has previous experience of working in the industry. What type of training, if any, have you undertake, or the manager or the other owner?
So the ownership team has not taken any training. We were waiting for this hearing to happen. Then we were going to take the metric training that is approved by the government or DC government as well. or sorry, DC board. The manager that we are hiring, she has stated in her interview that she has um, been trained previously. So we will obtain whatever documentation we need for that and keep it on file.
Now, if the board was to agree to issue the license, when would you be able to open?
Um, I think the only remaining item we would need is the training. So once that is concluded, we will open for business. I don't know if I can put a timeline to it, but I would say maybe 2 to 3 weeks or however long it takes to get the training.
So you don't see any other potential roadblocks that could prevent the business from operating within a period of time?
I sure hope not. We've been paying rent for a year.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your experience um, in this jurisdiction operating a cannabis business.
So I don't have any previous cannabis dispensary experience as far as an owner or employee. But professionally, I am a licensed CPA, um, and I also own liquor store in Northwest DC. My partner also owns, well, both of my partners actually own liquor stores as well. One of them own a liquor store in Northeast DC, and the other one owns one in the state of Maryland. So we have retail experience that is heavily regulated by a board. We definitely have the experience of following rules and knowing the ramifications when they're not followed. Um, but personally, I do not have any experience with owning a dispensary or operating one.
So none of the owners have any direct experience operating in this business, in this industry?
No, but we have taken uh, a lot of steps in learning what the business model is. We've spoken to Mr. Peru a lot, and we've visited many dispensaries. We definitely plan on sitting on or obtaining all the metric training that's required. But no, we do not have experience in operating a dispensary.
Now, how long have you been, did you say you won't have an alcohol license in DC, or is it one of your
Yes,
partners? And how long have
all
you,
three of us do.
so how long have you had an alcohol license in DC?
My alcohol license is almost 2 years. I think a year and 8 months now. I my my wife, who is not involved in this dispensary, she owns a liquor store in Maryland that is over 2 years now. And my partners also have liquor stores. They are well over 2 years. One of them, I think, is close to 5 years. So a lot of experience there when we all are put all of our experience together.
So you own a liquor store in DC, is that correct?
Northwest DC. It's called the Top Shelf Liquor and Wine.
And that's you said for about 2 years?
Yes.
Have you had any infractions on your license in the 2 years?
Um, yes, there's just been one infraction, and that is in a liquor establishment when the owner is not there present. You have to have a management agreement in place, and whoever's working in that store, if the owner's not present, should be on the management agreement. There was confusion that the management agreement had not been filed, and this was early on in us taking over the store. Um, so it's it was just unfortunate that it was not filed, but it was actually prepared and sitting in the store when the compliance officer showed up. Just wasn't submitted to the board.
So has it been submitted?
Oh yes, Yeah.
And so outside of that, that one infraction, so did the board, did you get a warning or was it a violation? Which one, how did it end? If you know.
I believe it was a violation with a small fine that had to be paid.
All right. And was it paid timely?
Yes, yes, sir.
Does the ownership understand that it can only distribute, store, and sell medical products produced by DC licensed cultivation centers and manufacturers?
Yes, it does.
Does the business have any Schedule 1 substances in its possession, either on site or at another location?
No,
Does the business have any non-medical cannabis products in its possession, either on site or at another location?
non-cannabis do apparel.
I don't know, I'm just asking the question, so you answer to the best of your knowledge and
Oh,
ability.
so in possession, no, because they haven't been created yet. But our intention is to possibly get shirts that say "The Good Joint" and sell that.
All right, does the business understand that the presence or distribution of Schedule 1 or non-medical cannabis products may lead to the closure of the business or the revocation of the license?
Yes.
Any other questions by any board members? No? All right. Mr. Ba-
Batia.
Batia,
Yes.
thank you for your honesty, because of course, everything you stated today, I asked you about, and I wasn't aware of this in the sense that about your license, but because you placed in the record that you currently have a alcohol license, so that's one of the reasons why I asked about that. And I thank you for being honest about it, because of course I can check that information anyway. But I like the fact that you're honest about it, because one of the things that we have to deal with is that we're entrusting you with, if we were to grant you this license. And we're entrusting you to make sure that you will comply with the rules and regulations of the agency. And so I like your honesty. Um, I am concerned that none of the three owners have any direct knowledge in working in this industry. It does concern me, but that's not a bar. You have the business. It is a business at the same time, and so you know how to. You have, based on the representation, you have been compliant with our rules and regulations regarding alcohol. So I expect the same type of compliance with the cannabis rules and regulations if you were to be granted this license. This is your one and only opportunity to appear before the board in this type of format, where it's informal and that you're giving us information, we're asking you information, and it's not because you're violating some rules of the agency. So I guess before I end this hearing, is there anything you want to say before I bring closure to this hearing?
No, just to the point that you just mentioned, I understand we don't have experience, but we definitely have experience in running a business, and we have experience running a business under a board that is very strict and rightfully strict with their rules. So we honor those rules, and we operate our liquor stores with the utmost compliance. So I appreciate the time that you've given me, and I don't know if my partners are on or not, but I really appreciate the time and the opportunity, and I hope we get approved.
All right, sir. The board will take this matter under advisement. Thank you for your appearance today. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye-bye. All right, the next two cases, let me call the next two cases on my calendar. It's Power of Plans LLC, license number 136515, And the Power of Plants LLC license number 126485. And so one is a medical cannabis cultivation center tier 1, and the other license is for medical cannabis manufacturer type 2. All right, so good morning, Ms. Dorian. Again, can you please elevate the rights of the parties in this case?
Good morning. John McGowan, access elevated. Gregory Wimsat, access elevated. And that is all, Chair.
Thank you, sir.
We have one more, Damian West, access elevated. That is all, Chair.
Thank you. Mr. West, are you able to come on camera?
Yes, sir. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, now I remember Mr. West.
How are you doing today?
That's one reason why I ask people to come on camera. So I remember Mr. West from a previous hearing. I just want the record to reflect. I do not know Mr. West personally, although he kind of made some comments the last time but anyway, I'll move on from that. Mr. McGowan, good morning, sir. Can you please spell and state your name for the record?
Good morning, Mr. Chair, members of the board. John McGowan, JOHN, MCG, OWAN, as counsel on behalf of Power Plants.
All right, good morning. And Mr. West, you are the owner, is that so, sir? So can you please identify yourself for the record, sir?
Yes, sir. My name is Damian West, and yes, I am half owner of Power Plants with Gregory Wimsat.
All right, Mr. Winsat, can you please spell and state your name for the record?
It's Gregory Wimsat, GREGORYWIMSATT.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, number one, you guys, you know the routine, but this is a different type of license. The license that we have here this morning, it is for, let me go back to my calendar. It's for cultivation center tier 1, and then it's for manufacturer tier 2. So, Mr. McGowan, can you just, as you notice, at a fact-finding hearing, this is a fact-finding hearing. The proposed location is 6401 Chilham Place Northwest. The business is ready to open and pass final inspection. And so maybe you can just provide us some overview of what it is that your clients plan to do with these licenses if they are issued.
Yes, Mr. Chair, thank you. I know that this is not an adversarial hearing, so I'm fine with answering questions as needed if you do want to ask questions directly to the owners. But just a brief background, Power of Plants is already a licensee. They're a medical cannabis retailer licensee. They've been in good standing and license since March 2025. They recently appeared before the board last month, as you referenced, to transfer an additional retailer license they had obtained so they could open this cultivation facility that they're here for. So both owners are in attendance. They're 50-50 owners. And they, as you mentioned, plan to co-locate, if licensed, type 2 manufacturing and tier 1 cultivation at 6401 Chilham Place. They've already actually passed final inspection with supervisor investigator Jason Peru. So if they, this is one of the last steps in order to get licensed, and if they were approved by the board, they could open as soon as possible. And I don't know if that's enough context. If you'd like some more, I'm happy to answer. But they do plan on selling, obviously, flower, pre-rolls, and other licensed or other compliant medical cannabis goods once they get the manufacturing operation up and running.
All right, so you, Mr. West and Mr. Wimstat, you're 50% owners of both business?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
And just maybe you can refresh the board's recollection, and I want both owners to respond. Tell us about what experience, if any, do you have in cultivation of this product?
Well, as far as cultivation,
That's Mr. When you speak, just identify yourself for the record because we have a court
Damian
reporter so they
West.
can interpret. Yes, go
Yes,
ahead,
sir.
Mr. West.
Yes, as Damian West, as far as cultivation is concerned, um I've studied for I want to say over 10 years. The growing process. I have extensive knowledge in growing. I've I've have other partners in California who I've have the privilege of working with. So, I have uh, extensive knowledge as far as growing products and you know uh, and also as far as cannabis. I've you know I've ran Mr. Nice Guys for what about 6 years now. So I have I have a lot of knowledge when it comes to herb. I've come from my background. It's not a mystery. I do come from Jamaica. I come from Florindon.
I knew sooner or later you're going to throw that in
Yeah,
there,
I come
Mr.
from
West, and
Florindon, and
and
my
that's
my
why
uncles my
go ahead,
uncles
brother.
grew cannabis in the mountains. As a child, I remember when I was 14 years old. I used to be with my uncles, and they plant yam and dashin and them things, and so I have a green thumb, you may say. So it's not a mystery. I don't have anything to hide. It's part of my culture, and it's a privilege to be able to operate legally here. So it's kind of a dream come true at the same time, but we had to work very hard, follow the rules, just to get to this point. So if we're able to be granted a license, we will cherish it and we will do everything by the rules, so that we can, pass this down to our 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 offspring, for generations. So that's something that we would like to protect.
All right. I just want the record to reflect that I did meet Mr. West in a previous fact finding hearing, and he figured out that I was Jamaican based on my accent, so he thought he's trying to get some brownie points with me because I'm also Jamaican too. But so I just want record to reflect that. I've lost I've lost
I,
your video, Mr. West. Okay, you're back.
there you go. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It
Now, so let me ask you then a more serious question regarding the manufacturing portion. What experience, if any, have you had? Because it says that it's a type, you're also applying for a manufacturer license. So what experience have you had in this portion of the business, if any?
We
so
have some,
regarding
yeah.
No, I'm going.
you want to answer
Mr.
that, Greg?
Mr. I'm
Okay,
coming to you. I'm coming to you, Mr. Winston. I'm asking. I'm going to ask you the same questions, but since
okay.
he's there, so I'll ask him that question. So if you don't, you can say, and then we can. If Mr. West, if you don't, then I will then revert to Mr. Wimstead. But I'm since you're on the hot seat for the moment, you can answer that question if you can.
Yes. Well, that's an easy question. So, as you know, we started off at I-71, so we had to make our own pre rolls. So, regarding pre rolls and um, like gummies and things like that, we have experience manufacturing those products. So that that's something that we've been working on when we were previously I-71. So we have history making our own products.
So what specific products
We
did you
pre-rolls,
make?
gummies. We have experience making pre-rolls, gummies, tinctures, juices, you name it. We have the capacity to manufacture um a lot of different products.
So, but let me ask a question, and I know when you operated under I-71, that was not regulated. But now
Right.
it's regulated in the sense that the safety, we are using explosive type of equipment to make the tincture. So explain to me what what is it that you have in place to ensure that you'll be operating safely?
So we have others that we have brought in to kind of run the operation side of the manufacturing. We have two very knowledgeable individuals that operate on on that side of it. We're bringing them from California to help hold our hand when it comes to like what's that extraction and so forth. So we have individuals that have been operating on that side of it that's going to be helping us with that.
All right, that's fine. So, Mr. Wimstead, the same two questions. You can start off with the cultivation. Talk about your experience, sir.
I have a similar experience as Mr. West. We've been dealing with the grow, but mainly I'm deferring to some professionals that I brought on board. They're a lot more experienced than myself to hold our hands. We have some great consulting groups that work with metric and are very familiar with all the different processes and to make sure that everything's safe and compliant, and everything's tested. And I know it's a little different than our I-71, but that's why we brought them on board to make sure we're doing things correctly.
So let me ask, if the board was to approve the issuance of the license, tell me about the startup. Either party can respond. Tell me about, I guess let's start with the cultivation license. What's that startup process? What is that like?
We have a local grower here, and we have, I guess we talked to Jason Peru, or I guess there's no place to buy clones yet in DC. So we were informed we were allowed to bring in plants as long as they weren't flowering. That process is already ready to go. As soon as we would get our licenses, we would file for tags for our plants and get plants in ground. I mean, everything's there. We have double rack systems, lights, the air conditioning systems, dehumidifiers, everything's ready to go. We were hoping to get this board to 2 weeks ago. I think there was a miscommunication on the hearing or something about the approval process for this specific thing. We've been ready.
All right.
Eagerly,
So
eager beavers.
all right, so tell me about what is it that for the manufacturing portion, where are you? What's the startup process? What's that like?
First we're going to start with the cultivation. We need plants, to produce, to have biomass and everything for our manufacturing. So the cultivation would start right away. If we can be lucky enough to buy trim from someone else, but the way I see it in this market, it's very hard to get trim from people. They're kind of holding on to it and not really coming off it because that's kind of the reasons why we got our cultivation license. Originally, we're just going to be manufacturing, but it's very hard to get a hold of trim in DC right now.
So what are they doing with the product? And I guess about
They're using it for themselves. They want the money. They squeeze the competition. Put us out of business. We realized if we didn't have a fully inverted operation, we'll be bankrupt. So we had to make some decisions.
Well, yeah, you've been you have the question that what type of hazardous materials, dangerous, flammable substance do you intend to use and operate? Because I've been to the board. We've been to, I think, a couple of manufacturers in DC. So we've been, so at least some members of the board we have been. So we do have some knowledge of the heavy equipment that's been utilized. So just explain to us.
We were going to start with some basic stuff like the pre-rolls. Our other consultant friend who's on board, he knows the safety, like which have to have the hatch for the extraction or the gummies. So he was going to phase it out and like start with some of the simpler items that don't need as much.
Yeah, we're not using CO2. I don't think we're using anything flammable at this time. So we're going to keep everything simple as far as the manufacturing side.
All right. How do you plan to handle waste management of hazardous materials?
So we ordered a one of those trash bins that it comes with a lock on it, so everything will be locked up, and we have a contractor that would dispose of the material that we throw away, but everything is secure and it's locked up. Basically how Abra explained to us, because we have another facility, retail facility, and I believe it's the same way. You have to have everything has to be secured. All of the waste has to be secured because you don't want homeless people coming there getting into it. So we took all the steps to make sure that everything is secured and properly disposed of under the guidelines.
Let me see. I might have some other questions, but any questions by any board members? I don't believe so. Let me see if I have any questions. One of the things that I heard, I know that you have relationships with individuals in California. And I'm not going to say that California is an outliner, but I know that there are other jurisdictions within the United States that they have an oversupply of cannabis products. And these products, they make it into the market in DC, illegally, of course. So are you aware that you can only, and I'm not quite sure the understanding in the sense of what is it that you need in the sense of like the plans, how do you achieve the first set of plans? I don't know that, so I assume that Mr. Peru will provide you guidance about how is it that you can begin the growing process. But just generally, are you aware that you can only manufacture the products that are grown in DC?
Yes, sir.
We are aware.
Because there are too many occasions that folks apply for license and we do an investigation and we find products from out of state.
Yeah, we are solely growing products in DC, and we're going to follow the rules. And I understand, yeah, I know that stuff happens, but as far as we're concerned, we're doing everything by the book. We're growing all of our products in DC, and everything is made in DC.
Well, as I share with potential licensees, we have this opportunity where it's non-adversarial, where you can speak freely, as your attorney says, because it's non-adversarial, he allows me to ask questions, and I respect the attorney process, but not for the fact that he had made that clear at the beginning of the hearing. I would be addressing all my questions through your attorney because I know you hire an attorney. But if the board was to approve this, I don't want to see you in another forum in front of this board because you're not complying with the rules and regulations. We have had too many occasions where licensees, I'm not going to say potential licensees because they came here as potentials, and we gave them licenses. And then we then end up having summary suspension hearings, show cause hearings, because they have not complied with the law. Although they have appeared in front of me and they have said to this board, yes, we understand the law, we're gonna do this, this is not, we're gonna do that. And then a couple months later, we find out that they're not in compliance with the law. And I take that seriously. And for me, if you appear in front of me again because you have failed to comply with some aspects of the law, I'm going to take that as a personal affront. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to take the personal affront because that says to me that you were not honest in front of me. You're going to say and do anything you want to do to get this license, and once you get the license, then you believe that you can do that. We have a good set of investigators who are out there. We have our finger on the pulse of what's going on in the community. And I do hope that you comply with the law. And I do hope that I do not have this board does not, you do not appear in front of this board because you're not in compliance with some aspect of the law. I know that, and I'll say this, if the license is granted, the board at some point will be going to observe. We will do a field trip in looking at cultivation centers and manufacturers. And I will ask the director to say that if we do grant a license, that we will come out to visit to see what it is that you have in place. So, Mr. McGowan, you or anyone else, any final comments you want to make before I bring this hearing to a closure?
No, Mr. Chairman. They'd love to have you whenever you want to come out. It's near a lot of other licensees. You could make a day of it if you came out. Chilling place. A lot of licensees out there. I would just say, just to clarify the California connection, they've hired consultants and employees that have experience in the regulated market in California to help them develop their SOPs initially for cultivation and manufacturing. I just wanted to clarify that, but nothing else, Mr. Chair.
No, I know, I got that, Mr. McGowan. I do get that, and I give them credit that California and Oregon are two of the first states that have a lot of experience. So I give them credit that they are reaching out to people who have particular expertise in the area. My caveat though is that we have seen too many opportunities where products from California is here in the market, and that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
we plan on making our own products, Mr. Donovan, or Mr. Chairman. We're definitely gonna follow the rules. We didn't, we've been in this field forever, and I know my partner, he feel the same way as I do. We're not gonna do anything to mess this up. We have a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things is weighing on the success of this. So we're going in this to do everything by the book and follow all the rules necessary. So we welcome you. We definitely would like you to come by there and check us out once we get everything on the way. But we want to definitely thank you for this opportunity, and it's definitely a surreal experience, and it's we won't squander this opportunity.
Mr. West, what's the name of the establishment that you said that you own?
It's Mr. Nice Guys. It's
Which
it's
Mr. There are several Mr. Nice Guys.
so we're right on Church. So it's we're in
no, is not no, I'm sorry, is it Mr. Nice Guy or is it Mr. because I thought there's a Mr. Nice Guy 2, or I don't remember. That's what I'm just
We're
saying.
Mr. Nice Guys.
Yeah, it's just Mr. Nice Guys. It's the
Okay,
original Mr. Nice Guys.
And how long has that been in operation?
Since I want to say 2019.
And I don't recall seeing you. I don't remember if I've seen you for Mr. Nice Guys.
No,
This-
we're the original ones. We're the original Mr. Nice Guys.
So you have not appeared, you have not
No, never.
done any infraction to
No.
appear from the board, is that
So,
correct?
no, we've never had any infractions. We never appeared in front of the board. However, yes, we were I-71 and our
I'm
stores.
not, I'm not, in this particular case, being an I-71 it's a good thing because it says that you have experience. But so I don't have a problem with you being an I-71, but I would have a problem if once you have transitioned into the legalized market that you're still operating as an I-71.
No. We've 100. So when I
Run
speak
everything
of
by the book.
I-71, I'm telling you, be prior to our license.
And I'm fine with that. That's what I'm saying. I tell people, being an I-71, being in the industry so long, it is not and I think that at least here, you're telling us that you have had the experience. So I don't have a problem that you operated as an I-71. My only problem is that if you did not transition into the regulated market. So,
No,
but
we're
I'm fine.
100% in the regulated market, and we've never had any infractions in the regulated market, and we would
All right.
intend to keep it that way.
All right, Mr. West, since you have, I'm going to end the hearing, and I'm going to end the hearing since you have pointed out that you're a Jamaican, and so as a Jamaican, I am going to remember that, sir. Okay, I'll just say that to you. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you, everyone, for your appearance this morning. The board will take this matter under advisement. I don't see any reason why the board will not approve it, but we will take this matter under advisement and we will make a decision. I don't see any reason why the board will not make a decision today. Okay, so you should find out shortly. And so whatever decision, if the board agrees to approve this, good luck. And then we will see you on the other side. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
so
Mr.
much.
Chairman.
You have a blessed day, Mr.
Appreciate it.
Chairman.
All
Thank you,
right,
Mr.
thank
Chair. Thank
you.
you, board.
All right.
Okay. All right, the next case in our calendar, it's fact finding here, case number 26-251-00014, Ginza Barbecue Lounge and Karaoke Spot, license number 120833. Excuse me, the hearing has been, rescheduled to August 5th at 10:30 a.m. We're now at we're at the end of our morning calendar, so let me move into our afternoon calendar. The first case that was scheduled for the afternoon is case number 26 CMP 00010, Cloud One Restaurant and Lounge, license number 111411. This hearing has been rescheduled to August 12th at 1:30 p.m. The next case on our calendar is case number 26, PRO 00038, Faux PHO Viet USA, license number 116771. This hearing has been rescheduled to October 28th at 1:30 p.m. And with that, we are at the end of our calendar for the day. So since we're at the end of our calendar for the day, let's now move to our legal agenda, medical cannabis. The first matter on our legal agenda, medical cannabis, is to review the accreditation update for Clearsight Clearsight medical cannabis testing laboratory. This is just an FYI for the board. Number two, review of a motion for reconsideration. This is in for DC Dank, license number 135138. I make a motion that we deny this motion. Is there a second?
Mr. Grant, I second the motion.
Mr. Grant has seconded the motion. We'll now have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant?
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn?
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows?
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Jones?
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Turner?
Turner, agree.
Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passes 6-0. We now move to our legal agenda, medical cannabis addendum. On this addendum is case number 25 ULC 00076, District Hemp. It is an offer in compromise, and the offer in compromise is as follows. The property owner affirms that the lease between property owner and Epic Yoga expired as of April 1st, 2026, and was renewed effective the same date as evidenced by exhibits B, C, and D, and is currently in full force and effect. Property owner acknowledges that the sublease between Epic Yoga and the respondent has been terminated as evidenced by exhibit A. Number two, property owner acknowledges that it is responsible for returning any property owned by the respondent that remains in the premises and over which respondent has a legal right of return. Number three, property owner agrees to not lease or allow Epic Yoga to sublease the premises to respondent or its successor companies or any unlicensed cannabis establishment or establishment that distributes Schedule I drugs at any time in the future. Number four, property owner agrees to permit ABCA to perform an inspection before the new subtenant takes possession of the premises and at any time thereafter. Number five, the current summary closure shall remain in effect until ABCA makes the keys to the premises available to property owner for pickup in its office or at another mutually agreed upon time and location. I therefore make a motion that the offer in compromise be accepted. Is there a second?
Ms. Quinn, I second.
Ms. Quinn, I second the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn.
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows.
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner.
Turner, agree.
Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passed 6-0. We now move to our legal agenda, alcohol. The first matter on our legal agenda, alcohol, is an offer in compromise. This is in case number 25 CMP 00061. The license number is 114575. And it's Wine Key Experience. And the offer in compromise is as follows. Charge one, permitted the sale and service of alcoholic beverage at an event at which licensee was not serving prepared food. Statutory authority, DC Code Section 25-113I1A and 23 DCMR Section 2000.1. There's a fine of $1,000 payable within 30 days of the board accepting the offer in compromise. If payment is not made in 30 days, the license will be suspended until the payment has been made. I therefore make a motion that the offer in compromise be accepted. Is there a second?
Mr. Jones, I second the motion.
Mr. Jones has seconded the motion. We have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn.
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows.
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, I agree.
And Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter. Mr. Turner, I'm sorry, I apologize, Mr. Turner. Mr. Turner.
I agree.
And Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passes 6-0. Number two, review of an offer in compromise. This is in case number 25 CIT 00645. It is La Grotta DC Sinners and Saints, license number 126723. The offer in compromise is as follows. Charge one, failed to file required quarterly statement. Statutory authority, DC Code Section 25-113B2A. There is a fine of $500 to be paid within 30 days, or the license shall be suspended indefinitely until the fine has been paid. Number two, establishment must submit pending quarterly payments. The establishment must submit pending quarterly statements if they have not yet been submitted. I therefore make a motion that the offer in compromise be accepted. Is there a second?
Mr. Meadows, I second.
Mr. Meadows has seconded the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passes 6-0. Number 3, review of an offer in compromise. This is in case number 25 CIT 00610 and case number 25 CIT 00611. Excuse me. License number is 072792 and it's Granville Moore's Brickyard. And the offer in compromise for case number 25 CIT 00610. Charge 1, failed to file the required quarterly statements. First quarter of 25, statutory authority, DC Code Section 25-113B2A. A written warning will be issued in this matter and submit pending quarterly statements if they have not been submitted as yet. For case number 25 CIT 00611, the charge is failed to file the required quarterly statement, second quarter of 2025. Statutory authority, DC Code Section 25-113B2A. There's a $250 fine paid within 30 days of the board accepting the offer in compromise. And if payment is not made in 30 days, the license will be suspended indefinitely until payment is received. And the license is charged with submitting. They must submit any pending quarterly statements if they have not been submitted as yet. I therefore make a motion that the offer in compromise be accepted. Is there a second?
Turner, second.
Mr. Turner, second the motion. We have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
and Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passed 6-0. Number 4, review of Precipe for dismissal. This is in 1107. This is case number 24 CIT 00827. The license number is 126920. I make a motion that we approve this request. Is there a second?
Mr. Grant, I second the motion.
Mr. Grant has seconded the motion. We have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
and Mr. Anderson. I am sorry, Mr. Turner. It's going to take me a minute. I keep apologizing. Mr. Turner
Turner, agree.
and Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passes 6-0. We're going to now do our licensing agendas. And the first agenda we're going to do is the alcohol licensing agenda. On the alcohol licensing agenda, there are 13 requests. I'm going to review all 13. I will make recommendations, and at the end of the list, I will ask that the ABC board members vote to approve the recommendations that's put forth by the chair. So number 1, review request for a temporary operator retail permit. This is for Amari Lounge, AMARI Lounge, license number 136568. I make the motion would be to approve. Number 2, review application for stipulated license with letter of ANC support for a new ABC license application. This is for Alphys, ALFIES. The license number is 136622. The recommendation would be for approval. Number 3, review application for safekeeping of license. This is for Cinder Neighborhood Barbecue, license number 132694. The recommendation approval through March 31st, 2027. Number 4, review application for safekeeping of license. This is for Tenley Wine and Spirits, license number 078014. Recommendation approval through March 31st, 2027. Number 5, review application for safekeeping of license. This is for Leopold's Kaffa Konid, KONDITOREI L2, license number 025268, recommendation approval through March 31st, 2027. Number 6, review application for safekeeping of license. This is for Latia Peppa, license number 025268, recommendation approval through March 31st, 2027. Number 7, review application for class change from a retailer C restaurant to a Class A manufacturer. This is for Latena, license number 104754, recommendation fact finding. Number 8, review application for change of hours. This is for Latina, Latena, license number 104758, recommendation of fact finding. Number 9, review application for manufacturer on-site sales and consumption. This is for Latina, license number 104754, recommendation fact finding. Number 10, review application to add a cover charge endorsement for the existing entertainment endorsement. This is for Tom's Watch Bar, license number 119393, recommendation approval. Number 11, review application for game of skill endorsement and license to operate 5 kiosks offering the Firepot electronic game system by Omega Technologies. This is for Afro Lounge, license number 121774, recommendation approval. Number 12, review request to withdraw the application for a new license. This is for Mother of Dragons LLC. This is an FYI for the board. Number 13, review request to withdraw the application for a new license. This is for US Spirits LLC, license number 134406. This is an FYI for the board. I therefore make a motion that ABC board members vote to approve the recommendations that's put forth by the chair for the alcohol licensing agenda. Is there a second?
Mr. Jones, I second the motion.
Mr. Jones has seconded the motion. We have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn.
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows.
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner.
Turner, agree.
And Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passed 6-0. We now move to the alcohol licensing supplemental agenda. On this agenda, there are 3 matters. I will review all 3 in the record. Then I'll make recommendations and make a motion and ask the ABC board members to approve the recommendations put forth by the chair. Number 1, review request for a temporary operating retail permit. This is for La Mia Italia, license number 135252, recommendation approval. Number 2, review application for stipulated license with letter of ANC report. Support, this is for Flora Pizzeria, license number 136429, recommendation approval. And number 3, review request to withdraw the application for a new license. This is for Mother of Dragons, license number 132067. This is an FYI. I therefore make a motion that ABC board members vote to approve the recommendations put forth by the chair for the supplemental licensing agenda. Is there a second?
Ms. Quinn, I second.
Ms. Quinn, I second the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant.
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn.
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows.
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner.
Turner, agree.
And Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passed 6-0. We now move to the alcohol license cancellation agenda. The ABC board will be canceling the following license for the reasons outlined below. Number 1, DC Supermarket, license number 074927, licensee request cancellation. Number 2, the Prime Rib, license number 001469, the licensee request cancellation. Number 3, Rasa Italian Grill, license number 106768, the licensee request cancellation. Number 4, Kitchen Savages, license number 122521. The licensee is out of business. Number 5, Little Chicken, license number 125376. The licensee is out of business. Number 6, Georgia Brown's, license number 077127. The licensee is out of business. Number 7, Commanders, license number 133746. The licensee is out of business. I therefore make a motion that ABC board members vote to approve to cancel those licenses. Is there a second?
Mr. Meadows, I second.
Mr. Meadows, I second the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
and Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passed 6-0. We now move to the vacate cease and desist orders agenda. The ABC board is vacating the following orders to cease and desist previously issued on June the 11th, 2026. Charlene's Bar and Grill, license number 118103. The licensee applied for a game of skill endorsement with ABCA on June 24th, 2026. I therefore make a motion that ABC board members vote to approve the vacate and to vacate the cease and desist order that was issued in this case. Is there a second?
Mr. Jones, I second the motion.
Mr. Jones has seconded the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passes 6-0. All right, so let's now move to the board temporary license and one-day substantial change docket. On this docket, there are 44 applications. And without objection, the board is going to vote to approve all the applications on this agenda. The only change that we made on the agenda for number 36. Number 36 is it's the Project DC events. They request a pub crawl, so we're going to approve 1,000. Number 37 also Project DC events for pub crawl. The board will approve 1,000 participants. So without objection, the ABC board, then I make a motion that the ABC board will vote to approve the temporary and one-day substantial change docket that was published for July 8th, 2026. Is there a second?
Turner, a second.
Mr. Turner, second the motion. We have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
and Mr. Anderson. I agree the matter passed 6-0. We now move to the board's the board's licensing administrative docket as published for July 8th, 2026. On this docket, there are 34 licensees. And so without objection, I make a motion that the ABC board vote to approve all 34 requests on this agenda. Is there a second?
Mr. Grant, I second the motion.
Mr. Grant has seconded the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
and Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passed 6-0. And our last agenda for the morning, it's a medical cannabis license administrative docket. And so the first matter on this docket, it's a request from DC Courier LLC, license number 135604. They're a medical cannabis retailer with delivery and education tasting endorsement, transfer standard application from Verg Enterprises LLC to Gasaholics, license number, trade name, the trade name is Gasaholics, license number 127258. The recommendation is approval. And number 2, it's a request from DMV Retail LLC, trade name Oasis Dispensary, license number 129392. They're a medical cannabis retailer with delivery endorsement, new application for standard applicant, and the recommendation is that we have a fact finding. So I therefore make a motion that ABC board members vote to approve the recommendation that's put forth by the chair for the medical cannabis licensing administrative docket. Is there a second?
Ms. Quinn, I second.
Ms. Quinn, I second the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
and Mr. Anderson, I agree. The matter passes 6-0. And we're now at the end of our agendas for the day, and I'm going to conclude the board's business for the day. So I will now close the record. As chairperson of the Alcoholic Beverage and Cannabis Board for the District of Columbia, and in accordance with Title III, Chapter 405, Office of Open Government, I move that ABC Board hold a closed meeting on July 15th for the purpose of discussing and hearing reports concerning ongoing or planned investigations of alleged criminal or civil misconduct or violations of law or regulations, and seeking legal advice from our legal counsel on the board's investigative agenda, legal agenda, and licensing agenda for July 15th, as published in the DC Register on July 10th. Is there a second?
Mr. Meadows, I second.
Mr. Meadows, I second the motion. We'll have a roll call vote. Mr. Grant,
Mr. Grant, I agree.
Ms. Quinn,
Ms. Quinn, I agree.
Mr. Meadows,
Mr. Meadows, I agree.
Mr. Jones,
Mr. Jones, I agree.
Mr. Turner,
Turner, agree.
and Mr. Anderson, I agree. As the motion has passed, I hereby give notice that ABC Board will hold this closed meeting pursuant to the Open Meetings Act. Notice will also be posted on the ABC Board hearing room bulletin board, placed on electronic calendar on ABCA's website, and published in the DC Register in as timely a manner as practical. We're now adjourned for the day. I would like to thank all members of the public who participated in our hearings today, and also thank our board members for their time and attendance. We are now adjourned for the day. I now ask all board members to return to executive session for further action. Good afternoon. Thank you.